guys, welcome and welcome back to Ella Pastoral. If this is your first time ever coming upon this channel, welcome, hello, hi. On this channel, I typically talk about all of my favorite pieces of media, as well as talking about social issues from time to time. And I think you can low-key tell what I'm going to be talking about today, but we are going to be talking about a channel favorite here, an oldie but a goodie, and it's the infamous Jujutsu Kaisen X Disney Princess crossover that literally took over the internet a couple months ago. The one thing about this crossover is that I really feel like it's the gift that keeps on giving, because even though it's been months at this point, me and my friend Harry keep talking about it. And to celebrate our love of Jujutsu Kaisen and Disney Princesses, she has sent me a bunch of items that I want to show you guys. In fact, I feel like you guys are going to be really seeing all of these items throughout the upcoming videos that I have coming for you guys in the months of May and June. But y'all have to look at this shirt, like, come on, get into it. It says, I can fix him. Him is Chozo BTW. And I just feel like it looks so cute on me. I really like the peach salmon color on my skin tone. It really looks good. And as well, Harry has sent me these lashes, and I really feel like it's so cute. It's been such a long time since I've actually done my makeup, like a full beats for a YouTube video, but I really wanted to show it off to you guys. And she also sent me this really cute lip gloss. Get into it, get into it. All of these items can be found in her shop. I'm going to be putting the links in the description box as well as the comment section. But let's really hop into what you're really here for. And that's me ranking all of these ships. Because in my original video, I didn't do that because I was so lost in the sauce by the bizarreness of this crossover event. So practically, I am going to be going from the worst ships, in my opinion, don't come for me, and then slowly going up to the best ships, in my opinion. So we are going to start off the rankings with my least favorite ship of this whole crossover event, and it most definitely has to be the ship Sukuna. So the whole ship Sukuna is the shipping of the character Sukuna with the character Cinderella from the Disney films. And if you guys have been following or been subscribed for a long time, you know something that seriously gives me the ick is shipping an abuser with someone who has been abused, then continuing the cycle of the abuse. Check out my Bakudeku video. This ship disgusts me to a level and a core that I can't even describe in the short segment I have given myself to talk about them, and that's why I'm gonna make a whole separate video talking about it, because ew. But guys, why is that the most popular ship that has come out of the whole entire Jujutsu Kaisen X Disney Princess crossover? We need to stop. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. That's why I'm gonna make a whole separate video talking about it, because I hate them. Do you guys ever wonder why I don't post more controversial stuff or make longer form videos? Well, this is why. Because of YouTube and the K-pop stans particularly, I got my first ever channel strike. And you might think, damn, what did you do to make them that mad? Well, I still don't know. And even though I appealed it, YouTube said we don't care. And that's why I aggressively want to plug in my Patreon page. Patreon is a website that practically allows creators like me to post their more controversial stuff without YouTube and all of the other Sky Daddies getting mad at them. So I want to tell you guys all of the fun perks you can get if you subscribe to my Patreon page at Ella Pastoral on Patreon. There is a bunch of things that I particularly give my Patreons, from being involved in polls, as well as having early access to my videos. And I am going to be working on more exclusive videos that I can now post on YouTube because YouTube hates me. Woo! I have a lot of fun with my Patreons because there is a new feature on Patreon that is a live in-person chat feature that allows you to communicate with me one-on-one that doesn't have to be filtered by YouTube comments or overall the evil YouTube algorithm. So if you want to support me, see me post more videos, see the controversial stuff that YouTube for some reason does not want me to post or for y'all to see, go to Ella Pastoral on Patreon. Thanks to all of my lovely current Patreons that are supporting me through the end times right now. And now let's get back to the regularly scheduled content. Above the Sukuna ship most definitely has to be the Ghetto X Tinkerbell ship. To be honest, when this whole crossover thing came to be, I was like, there's a spirit of madness here. There's a spirit of madness here that I really feel like we need to talk about. Because why? Like, not only is it weird because I don't understand it, at least for the Sukuna x Cinderella ship, I get it, because a lot of people love that bad boy, innocent, naive girl trope. It's like the guy low-key be a predator, high-key be a predator, and the girl is a victim. But I digress. At least I can understand that. I can understand that because I know that's a popular thing in a bunch of American media. But when it comes to Ghetto and Tinkerbell, I don't see the appeal. I don't see the appeal. And luckily, I feel like this is one of the more bizarre ships in the entire Jujutsu Kaisen x Disney Princess crossover event, because I don't really see nobody write no fanfic for it, no fan art. It literally is just like this one image that came out when people were just looking for partners for these people. The next one is kind of weird in comparison to all of the other ships because it doesn't really go with the typical formula of a typical Jujutsu Kaisen character with a Disney princess. In fact, it takes a Disney villain and one of the Jujutsu Kaisen villains and makes them, you know, be in a ship, and this most definitely has to be the ship of Mahito and Hades. To be honest, I kind of see this one. So if you guys had watched the movie Hercules, you know that Hades loves to be putting people in subservient positions, right? He likes to have very manipulative contracts with people, as we can see of how he did Megara so dirty. Like, he did my girl so dirty with all of those manipulative contracts he had her in, right? And so I look at someone like Mahito, who is definitely known as being one of the lower villains in Jujutsu Kaisen and never can really have a plan of his own. He kind of needs someone to tell him what to do. I can kind of see what is going on there. Obviously, this ship has to be toxic because if you look at someone like Mahito, I'm still pissed that he killed my man. But if you look at him getting with someone like Hades, I can see it happening. It's very reminiscent of a lot of the relationships that we see in the real world where, like, they're both toxic. The next one that I have is also a little weird. It's the ship that involves Mei Mei. I know, right? Anybody with Mei Mei is a wild combination, right? But it's Mei Mei with Mr. Krabs. Also, I feel like this is the appropriate time to mention my loud fan that's probably so obnoxious. I'm sorry, guys. I have not only my natural lighting in my bedroom, but also this ring light, and I'm burning, and I gotta put me first. But you know who's also burning? Mei Mei. And somehow, even though I feel like she's the most hated character, at least for me, in this house, we hate her. They decided to ship her with Mr. Krabs. I feel like the main reason why people ship Mei Mei with Mr. Krabs is because of their love of money and the dubious things that they are willing to do to get money. But sometimes I forget that Mei Mei is awful, but also Mr. Krabs is awful. Y'all remember when Mr. Krabs was willing to sell SpongeBob for like, what, 6 cents and a penny or some ish like that? So it kind of makes sense. And since we're talking about characters that love gold so much, I forgot to show you guys this cute necklace that Harry got me. Let me see if you guys can see that in the camera. It's shining so much. I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but yeah, I'm telling y'all, if you are into fandom culture, like I know you probably are if you're watching this video, you have to tune in and tap into Harry's shop. Okay, so I have no idea what is going on that all of the forces of nature don't want to let me film, but they're mowing the grass outside of my house, and y'all, they're looking like they're not stopping anytime soon. So forgive me in advance. I'ma just try to speak louder so you guys don't hear the nonsense that's happening outside of my house right now. The next ship that I have for you guys is also extremely outlandish, and it's the ship of Toji x Buzz Lightyear. So I really feel like the reason why this was even a ship to begin with is the fact that in the whole Jujutsu Kaisen x Disney crossover ship, there isn't a lot of gay or lesbian ships at all. Like, it's very scantily clad. It's very much giving non-existent, and I really don't see it. Like, I'm trying so hard to understand why people would ship them together. Like, I get it, maybe it's because they're both muscular men, but besides that, like, I don't even see the chemistry for real. Personally, I don't ship Toji with anyone. I really don't feel anything for him as a character, but somebody who stands 10 toes down for Toji has to be Harry. I have never seen nobody stand on 10 toes for a character like Harry does for Toji. Like me, you know, I love Nanami. You know, Nanami my man for real. But like, it's gotten to a point whenever we talk about the Disney crossover ships, Toji is always brought up. And to me, like, the only reason why I really tapped into Toji as a character is because of Harry. And she has written so much fan fiction of him and Megara. And that is why they are the next ship that goes above Toji x Buzz Lightyear because we mentioning the same characters. So the reason why people ship Toji and Megura is because of the fact that they both have a very troubled past. I really feel like I'm butchering her name pronunciation. Don't come for me in the comments. But Megura, I think Megura. Yeah, Meg, because people call her Meg. Megura, she is literally a victim. Like I mentioned in the Hades section, she was literally in a toxic relationship with her boss, Hades. And so for literal years, my girl could not catch a break. And so she has a lot of trauma and baggage from that. And then we look at Toji. Toji's whole life is just a walking L. His whole, I think it's the Zenin clan. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But the Zenin clan always treated him like he was worse than dirt on the floor, worse than gum on his shoe, and literally like it got to the point where he hated his family so much that he took his wife's name and everything. And so I feel like with all of their baggage, them working through all of that trauma, all of that negativity, like Harry's fanfic that she writes about them be like really deep. And I really feel like it's a more mature ship in comparison to a lot of the ships mentioned on this list. And so above them has to be Todo and Anastasia. I know y'all don't even remember this ship. This one is a forgotten ship, I promise, on everything. At least the other ships, you know, they was kind of inspiring laughter a little bit. But this ship is a forgotten ship. So if you guys don't remember Todo, Todo is the big beef buff dude who has a thing for tall women with fat asses. That is what he said, don't quote me. And so when people heard that and it was time to gather up the ships for the Jujutsu Kaisen X Disney Princess crossover event, people were like, what characters we know are tall, but also got some, you know, a little something in the back? And they started going off the list. They were starting to go off the list. And there wasn't a lot of characters, you know, they could find. And so they decided that Anastasia, one of Cinderella's evil stepsisters that we later find out wasn't that evil, she just had a lot of bad influence around her, was a perfect fit for them. So that is where I put that ship in this list. The next ship is where we start to get a little serious, right? A little more on the mainstream path. And it definitely has to be Gojo and Elsa. Gojo and Elsa always kind of give me the same vibes as people who ship Todoroki with, who's that girl? Let me come back. I can't believe I forgot her name, but Momo. I literally had to look up all the girls in My Hero in order to remember who she was. But yes, I really feel like people who ship Momo and Todoroki are the same people who ship Gojo and Elsa, because both of the ships really give old money, arranged marriage vibes. And I mean, look at them. One's a princess, one is the overpowered rich boy of the series. Like, it's really giving, we're rich, let's get married. It really is. It really is. If you want a lot of good Jujutsu Kaisen fanfic, Harry has been really putting in the work. I think she has a new fanfic coming out with Gojo and Elsa, where I think they are soccer players. I'll be putting all of these links in the description box for y'all, so that way we can all be on the same page. So above Gojo and Elsa, the next ship that I have, it's gonna be bizarre, but I definitely am standing on business. It's Inumaki x Snow White. This would have to be a ship where their ages are compatible, because I'm very sure like Inumaki's in high school and Snow White, she's 14. The reason why I feel like this ship is so cute is the fact that Snow White didn't really have anybody who she grew up with, so she practically could only communicate with animals. And so I really feel like with that childhood of hers, she would be really able to deal with the fact that Inumaki is non-verbal and they would be able to communicate. It is so sad watching the episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen and seeing how much people struggle to understand Inumaki, because all that boy says is tuna mayo, wasabi, rice. It's really sad. It's really sad. But I really feel like with the fact that Snow White, she could pick it up. She could pick it up. She could be like Megumi for real, where, you know, Inumaki is like tuna mayo. And she's like, yeah, I really feel like we need to go to the farmer's market. I don't know. I love a good couple like that. And so by looking at my list, we are finally at the big three of my ships. And so the third best ship of this whole Jujutsu Kaisen X Disney Princess crossover has to be Maki and Mulan. I just feel like this one just makes a lot of sense. And I feel like this is the only ship that we have that is two women together. But I definitely can see it. Maki is such a headstrong, standing on business woman who has issues with her family. family, and I feel like that's the same for Mulan. Mulan, she literally snuck out of her house in order to bring her family honor and to save her dad from, you know, getting got in the war. And Maki has such an issue with her family because they don't see her as worth anything. I really feel like those two can really bond over that. I can really see those two working well in a historical romance type situation where they both lie about their genders in order to get into the war, in order to prove to their family that women can bring honor to their family. I really feel like that's the vibe they give. I love to see like actual woman x woman dips. It's very rare that I can find some, but yeah, that's why I'm putting Maki and Mulan at the third place. The second to best ship that I got for you guys is definitely Yuji x Rapunzel. When it comes to this ship, I just feel like it's so wholesome. I feel like if we just dropped Yuji into the plot of Tangled, it will literally just follow the same plot. Yuji with his like go-getter plucky attitude would literally fit so well with Rapunzel. Like I can see Yuji just seeing the gigantic tower in the middle of the woods and like wanting to climb it. Rapunzel like Lowkey ties him up like how she did Flynn Rider, and then Yuji's like, yeah, like if you want me to help you escape, like yeah, let's do it. And then they literally just go on all of these wild adventures because Rapunzel hasn't really seen the world, so she'll be like naive, and Yuji just has energy of wanting to do whatever, him being down for whatever. So I really feel like those two can literally be perfect for each other. And now we have finally gotten to the last part of this video, and it is my favorite ship. For anybody who really knows me, you probably guess what this ship is. 100%. Like if you didn't guess what my favorite Jujutsu Kaisen x Disney princess ship was, then you're new to the channel, so I'm gonna say welcome, hi. But it most definitely has to be Nanami and Tiana. I am such a hardcore Nanami fan. That's why I'm still recovering from the fact that Gege decided to kill off Nanami. And once somebody told me that that wasn't even Gege's original plan and that Nanami was originally just supposed to lose his arm, I haven't known peace since. Like that's why I wanted to specifically show you guys my Nanami decorations and stuff, because Nanami means so much to me, and literally for my birthday everybody showed up and showed out when it came to Nanami merch. But the reason why I ship Nanami with Tiana is because these two look like the most positive and healthy couple that we have gotten from the entire crossover event. If you look at Nanami, oh my god, I love Nanami. He is such a responsible, well-rounded, good man. He has a job. He always does his best to help the children around him. Like the clip where he practically looked at Yuji and was like, you are a child. As an adult, it's my job to protect you. It literally hits deep because every other adult in this franchise and practically in several franchises be letting their little kids be soldiers. Nanami is the only one who be like, why are these kids fighting? They should be somewhere in them damn books. That's why they got rid of him. If Nanami was still alive and he saw the nonsense that was happening in these damn current chapters, he would not stand for it. That's why they took him out. And then we look at somebody like Tiana. Tiana is also a hard worker. Like I've never seen somebody work as hard as she has. Like even her friends that were in the movie that nobody remembers was literally like, girl, you working so damn much. And that's because Tiana is so goal driven. She literally has a goal in mind and she'll do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. And so if you take two people who are that hardworking and you put them together, I really feel like they can really do something great. The one extracurricular activity that we got to see Nanami do in the entire Jujutsu Kaisen is that he occasionally went from time to time and got himself a little sweet treat. And you know who he putting it down in the kitchen? My girl Tiana. She knows how to cook, and I feel like her preference in food definitely has to be in baking, with the way she be making those, is it beignets? I want to say beignets. It's been so long since I took French class, but I want to say it's beignets. And so I really feel like they could have a cute like corporate ladder AU where either Tiana finally decides to quit her corporate job and open up the bakery that she wanted to open up with her dad, and Nanami looks at her and is like, wow, like she was literally below me, like she was the number 2 in the company, and she decided to go and, you know, be a go-getter and achieve her dreams. Maybe I can do that. And they eventually fall in love, and they both are like co-owners in the bakery. I don't know, that's what I think their vibes give. Please excuse the loudness of the lawn mowing. I'm really just trying to film, but that's honestly how their vibes look like to me. I can definitely see them having like a coffee shop AU type journey in a cute little fanfic, or I don't know. I love those two so much. And so yeah, that is the vibes they give to me, like extension of the coffee shop AU. I think those two are so cute together. And so those are the vibes they give me, like an offshoot of a coffee shop AU. I am so sorry for all of the outside external interferences for this video, but I really needed to get some videos out to y'all. Let me know how you guys would rank these ships in the comment section below. I'm really trying to see something. I'm really trying to see if I'm the only person alive that hates Sukunuela, or whatever y'all call it, or if you guys secretly love Ghetto and Tinkerbell. I'm trying to see something. If you guys like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. It really helps push this video in the algorithm. And if y'all don't know, YouTube and the K-pop stans have been trying to low-key take the channel down. So please help your girl in pushing these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!